Now, one theorem which is based on the direct proof. In direct proof, converse are true. So this theorem is the direct proof. Theorem statement I am reading. The opposite angles formed by two intersecting lines are congruent. Theorem statement is the opposite angles. When the opposite angles are formed, when the two lines intersect each other. This is given in the theorem statement. From the statement, first we are writing the given. What is given part? So what is given part? Which lines are given in the question? That theorem statement? Two lines are given. What types of the lines are they? They are intersecting lines. So first we draw the figure. Then from the figure, whatever names we have given, that names only we are writing to write down the given. So this is the figure where we show line AB and line CD intersect at point O. So same one we are writing here, line AB and line CD intersect at point O. What we are going to prove? Opposite angles form. By the intersecting line, a pairs of opposite angles are formed. This is the first pair shown by the symbol, and this is the second pair again shown by the another symbol. So here, first statement, angle AOD. Angle AOD is equal to angle BOC. These two opposite angles are congruent. Similarly, these two opposite angles are also congruent when the lines intersect each other. So these two statement, that is the pair of opposite angles we are writing to be proved. Now to prove the statement, we are using a property called linear pair. All of you know what is the meaning of linear pair. So just revise what is the meaning of linear pair. What types of the angles are they are linear pair? Linear pair angles are the two adjacent angles are supplementary. Two adjacent angles, when they are supplementary, then the angles are linear pair. So what is the condition? They must be adjacent angles, supplementary as well as adjacent. So here AOC, now look at the figure, angle AOC and angle BOC. If we add these two angles, then ray OC is adjacent, that is the common ray. So these two angles are adjacent and they forms a straight line. Which straight line form? AB straight line form. So they are linear pair angle. So their measurements is 180 degree. This is our first equation. Now angle AOC and angle AOD. This way, first we add these two angles. So this line AB is formed. Now we are adding these two angles, angle AOC and angle AOD. Angle AOC plus angle AOD. Again, these two angles when we add, again the straight line, that is they forms a linear pair. So second equation. Equation 1 and equation 2, our RHS side is 180 degree. That is RHS side is equal. So in equation, if one side is equal, the other side is also equal. So LHS side is also equal. Angle AOC plus angle BOC is equal to angle AOC plus angle AOD. Both sides, the angle AOC get cancelled, same angle it is. Therefore, what is remaining angle? BOC and AOD. So BOC is equal to AOD. So here this pair, second pair is proved. Similarly, we can prove the first pair also in the same way. The direct proof where the converse is also true and statement is also true. But now indirect proof, in indirect proof, the statement, that is the conditional statement and the converse, they are not true. So in this case, here we are considering some of the new statement, and that statement we are going to prove to be true, but at last that statement contradicts to the original one, and whatever is our original statement, that is only true. That is the meaning of indirect proof. Now one theorem or statement is given, a prime number greater than 2 is odd. This statement we are going to prove. A prime number greater than 2 is odd. Prime number. What is prime number? The number whose divisors are itself and 1. They are known as prime number. Now 2 is the odd prime number. Only 2 is the only single which is even as well as the prime number. Other all even numbers are not prime number because 2 is the divisor. So therefore 2 is only the even prime number. Now what we are going to prove? It is odd number. So now let's suppose one of the number we are considering, that is a p is mentioned. This p is greater than 2. P is greater than 2 and also p is prime number. This is given. P is greater than 2 and p is prime number. But what is our assumption? Suppose or assume p is even number. Now what we are going to assume? P is a even number. According to the prime number statement, p is a odd number. So the divisors are p and 1 only. But according to our assumption, now p is our even number. So all the even numbers are having divisor 2. So p is divisors. Divisors are 1, p itself and 2. So how many divisors are there? 1, 2 and 3. But what is given? P is given odd number, odd prime number. So p divisors are only 1 and p. According to our assumption, the divisors are 1p and 2. So these two statements contradicts with each other, and therefore whatever is our assumption, that is we assume or suppose p is even number, that is false. Therefore p is prime number greater than 2. That statement is true. So you are writing from the textbook. It is given in the textbook. So start writing the proof from statement. Write down statement, conditional statement given to prove, and proof from the textbook. Complete this proof. This proof also you are writing. Just now I explained this direct proof, and this proof also. 2 proofs you are writing in your notebook. Complete these proofs in your notebook.